Everyone, welcome back. If you remember that we spoke about 4 dimensions of energy in the previous episode. Today we'll start with the first dimension, our physical energy. How do you manage your physical energy? Let's find that out. Now, physical energy is the most fundamental form of energy. Now, before I talk about physical energy, it's very important for me to tell you right up front that looking fit from outside and being actually fit from inside are 2 completely different things. To all the young generation, I would like to appeal through this video to not only stop taking any steroid jabs to get those bulging muscles and six-packs, but also consider giving up drinking artificially made protein powders, pre and post-workout supplements. Do not get carried away by looking at those Hollywood or Bollywood superstars and get impressed by their bulging muscles or six-packs. Don't get carried away, because when they fall sick, when their heart or kidney stops functioning, they have the best of doctors to go to. They have the best of medical facilities at their disposal because they have the cash, they have the money. But if you are blindly following them and getting sick, then you might not have those best of medical facilities and best of doctors to attend, and you and your family might suffer. Please note that they take a lot of precautionary medicines and drugs, and they have dedicated trainers monitoring their health on a daily basis. Just Google and find how many bodybuilders, WWE superstars, and celebs are dying in their 30s and 40s. The media will not tell you the real reason, or else the billion-dollar health industry will suffer. Now, taking protein supplements when you are sick and your doctor advises you that your body has protein deficiency, and so you need to take protein supplements. That's one thing. And taking protein supplements every single day is completely another thing. It just sounds like you taking paracetamol tablets every day so that you don't catch fever. Let me tell you that when I started working out, even my trainer advised me to take protein supplements, and in the first year I also was taking protein supplements for the first entire year, and just look at the results. However, thankfully sense prevailed and I gave up after a year. Soon I realized that all my strength was gone. I could not lift so much of weights anymore and I had to cut down. I'm so happy now that I made that choice that particular year. As Iron Man told Captain America, "You are nothing but a bottle of steroids." In this social media and Internet of Things age, there is a lot of noise. People are confused which health expert to follow. Western science talks about drinking water every now and then to reduce dehydration, and our Indian yogic science tells us not to have water unless you are extremely thirsty. I'm sure you all must be equally confused, and I'll try my level best to erase your confusion in this video. So without further ado, let's talk about physical energy management. Look, don't confuse this much. It's very simple. Let's focus on 3 things: your food, your exercise, and your rest. Let's talk about food first. Now, if you talk about food, do not fall in the processed food companies' trap. Try to avoid as much of processed food as possible. Eat home-cooked food on a regular basis. Another important point is, if your work is physical in nature, then you need more carbohydrates and protein in your diet. But if your work is mental in nature, then you need to eat light, like fruits or veggies or low carbohydrate food, since you do not need those additional calories. Give breaks between food. Do not keep munching something all day long. Your stomach is not a machine, it's just an organ. It needs some rest too. At least 5 to 6 hours gap between food is considered good and healthy. Do not drink gallons and gallons of water every day. Your kidneys will not be able to flush out excess water, so you will have excess sodium in your bloodstream, and that can be life-threatening. It can also disrupt your brain functions. So only have water when you are extremely thirsty. Another important factor is to have food in your diet having low glycemic index, which means those food which will release sugar slowly in the bloodstream. So you will have sustained energy all throughout the day. Food with high glycemic index like soda drinks or your burgers or pizza or potatoes, french fries, fried chicken, Your white rice, white bread, cakes, pastries, cookies, etc. must be avoided. Now you cannot avoid some of this food completely since items like rice and potatoes are staple food in many regions of the world. However, you can limit their consumption. Typically, low glycemic food includes green leafy vegetables, most of the fibrous fruits, brown breads, roti, oats, milk, chickpeas, lentils, pulses, etc. Another very important point is about sugar. Sugar is your enemy. Avoid as much as possible eating sweets unless made out of jaggery. Eat light at night. I personally try not to eat dinner 2 or 3 days a week. My work is not physical in nature, it's more of mental, so I do not need so much of food and so much of calories. I prefer sleeping hungry at times. If I am having dinner at night, I eat light and then I ensure to give a gap of minimum 2 hours before I go to bed. When you are sleeping, your body should concentrate on recovery rather than digestion of food. Intermittent fasting can be a good thing as well to give your body organs some rest and to cleanse your system. In India, we have so many festivals that you do not have to forcefully fast. The festivals will make you fast. Hopefully, you have made a note about all the stuff regarding food. Now let's talk about another important factor, exercise. Now, whether you like to run or whether you like to hit the gym or you do meditation or you do yoga or any form of sports, you can keep debating on what exactly works better. However, there is no debate that you have to do some form of physical training. So please do some form of physical exercise every single day. If you can run well, then run. If you can do brisk walk, then walk. If you love to work out, then work out. If you can do yoga, then do yoga. Try doing exercise at least 5 days a week for at least 20 to 30 minutes. If you cannot, then do it at least for 3 to 4 days. But do not over-exercise. Do not keep exercising for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours because your body starts releasing cortisol, which is not good for your body. Do remember that exercise alone cannot keep you fit. Your food is even more important factor here. Let's talk about the third thing, rest. The third most important factor to manage your physical energy is rest. If you do not take rest, then even if your diet is good and you exercise daily, you will not have the sustained physical energy all throughout the day. In our yogic science as well, restfulness of our body has been given a lot of importance. Often underestimated, resting body at the right time is like recharging your physical energy, mental energy as well. Remember that we discussed in the very first episode of this series that time cannot be renewed, but energy can be renewed. Rest is the key to renew your lost energy, whether it is physical or mental or emotional. Your rest must be periodic, just like sunrise and sunset. Every 2 to 3 hours, you must take some rest. Rest does not mean sleep only or lying down only. Rest can also mean closing your eyes for 10 minutes and be in a meditative state. Well, that's it for today. Hope you have liked this video and taken some notes, and hope you will implement these things. Give up taking protein shakes, give up taking pre and post workout, lead a more healthy life, eat whole food and eat vegetables, eat home cooked food. That's what will keep you healthy. Now, in the next episode, we will get into how you can manage your emotional energy, and I hope that will also be a very informative session and you can have some more takeaways. Now, if you have not watched our previous episode of this series, the episode I'm just putting it on the screen, you can click there and watch it so that you are in sync with the entire series and not just one particular video, because as we go along you might feel out of sync. But if you have liked the video today, you can share this with more and more people so that other people also can take benefit out of it. Share it with your networks so the message spreads and we can lead a more healthy and successful life. Till next time, take care and goodbye.